So Ricky, I think we were saying in commentary with about half an hour left, it'll be interesting to see how the boys react in that game, and they obviously come out and pick up big 3 points in the end. What's your thoughts on 90 minutes?
Yeah, well, your question is right. I was also asking the same questions along with the coaching staff, because it was such a frantic game. There was not really any control in it from either side. I think Broomhill feel quite aggrieved that they never got something, which I would say it would be fair enough. But you've got to deal with what's in front of you, and we had to deal with long throws and we dealt with it. We had to deal with corner kicks and we dealt with it. We obviously didn't have Jack McDowell start, so we're giving away a defender kind of height wise and strength wise, etc. I thought Martin had a really good game, just tactical change with him. But listen, to a man, they can be really happy with their night's work tonight. Could we have been cleaner and tidier on the ball? Definitely. Our possession play should have been better. It got disrupted by probably the slick surface and the energy that they showed, but the gaps were really there to play through, and one of the things that we've been doing quite well has been playing through those gaps. It wasn't to be tonight in terms of that style of football, but we adapted quite quickly. We started to go back direct, and trust Ross got to come up with a winner.
Mm-hmm. And obviously you mentioned at the other end of the park, it would be right to ask about Barney White and some of the saves he made today. We've not seen him quite as busy this season at times, but today 3 or 4 big saves in one moment right at the start of the game. How important is that?
He did, yeah. He had, obviously the throw-in came in and we dealt with the first part, and then it's ricocheted in the box. He's dealt with, like you said, just it was a triple save, I think it was. But also at the very, very end, not just Bernie there, we're blocking shots, what you call it, crisis, coaching world we say crisis defending, that last gasp tackle, that block. But that takes a skill. There's a skill in that, there's a mentality in that, a resilience in that, to put your body on the line, and they've done that brilliantly tonight. They really did, and they can be pleased with that. But from my point of view, I want things to be a bit more cleaner and tidier when we're in possession of the ball. I know that we've got the ability and quality to do that, so that's fine. But my most pleasing bit, anything that they flung at us, we dealt with in generally a composed manner. So I've got to be pleased with that.
Mm-hmm. And just after the game there, we spoke with Barney White as well, and he did, we sort of spoke about it, and he mentioned how there's just a good feel around the squad, whether it's the guys on the park, the guys at the side, the injured guys in the stand, all getting behind each other and supporting. Is that the feel you want in the squad, of course?
That's exactly the environment, and the kind of like the modern day thing is the culture that you want to try and get, but that comes from everybody. That comes from Chris Owner, that comes from all the new owners across the globe. That positivity, it's massively important, because that seeps into the squad, and it can happen the opposite way. As soon as you see it at the best teams in the world, at England for example, so much negativity going about their Euros campaign there, it can be hard for players to deal with that. So it's positive all round. There's going to be a bump in the road. It's how you deal with that, but I've got every confidence with the guys. We've been through bumps in the road last year, and we came through it really well, and we've stuck to our game plan, we've kept working away, and that's the job of what I'm tasked to do, and the coaches have tasked to do, just to get players better, keep working, improve the squad, improve every part of it. Hopefully the clubs, the club's obviously improving at the same time, and every part of the club we want to get better. I probably say this every week, to be fair, but it's true, it's definite passion of mine to try and improve the football side. We want to do that, I'm working with good lads, so that gives you a good start.
Just quickly as well, because the game's just finished, of course. You got any update on Zach Butterworth? Took a bit of a sore on that.
No, he's up to hospital, but I'm hoping. I couldn't really see the mechanism of how it happened. I think he got tangled in a sort of deal when he had the ball. So I don't know. He's away up to hospital, so we'll see what they say. So he's probably got a late night there. So we'll check in with him pretty soon and see where he's at with that. So hopefully, sometimes these things are not as bad as first feared. So hopefully he'll come through that okay. He's obviously an important player. But one thing we do have is a look, and I said to him in the changing room after, is a look around about the changing room, even the guys that are out injured at the moment, your Aidens or Gregs, they're all quite close to coming back. I'm like, can we get real confidence in these boys to come in? So if we lose one, we can put in somebody else. I thought Keane Spears was outstanding again tonight with his work ethic. So that's what being part of a team, being part of a squad is. And I said to him again, and I keep repeating the message that if you find yourself not starting, it's not because you've not played well. If you get pulled into the office and I tell you you've not played well and that's why you're out of the team, then that's fair. on my part, but we're going to need certain type of players to start the game and a certain type of players to finish the game, and that showed tonight. I thought the subs that came on were great.
And finally, the games keep coming quick, thick and fast. Callum Beef away on the weekend, always a tough place to go. What's the plans for the rest of the week going into that game?
Rest of the week, well, boys will recover in the next session. Thursday night we'll get them back in and prepare for that. We'll look at the video. It's hard to have a true comparison from this game tonight and the game on Saturday. I thought the weather and the circumstances with the rain, etc., and the slick park played a lot of part on how the game panned out in terms of the style it was. So probably different. Cowdenbeath's a grass park, it's quite open. So we'll go and deal with that. We've proved in the past that we can deal with that scenario, so I'm excited to see what the guys come up with.
Thanks, Tom. Ricky.
Alright, no problem.
Cheers.